I'm a king with the tactics, always been elite with the mission I was tasked with, was never average. Hit the talent, I would mask it. Then when the time came, I put a beat inside a casket. Yeah, but they really try to off me. The price in my head too costly. Cause when they in the bind, they call me. If they wanna hit, I'm the one they calling. Yeah, the unsung hero here for the rescue, the fixer. I came to show the system what a tech do. This is my house, when you speak, be respectful. You wanna pull my car, try me, I got a deck full. Yeah. Little boy, I'm your sensei. He say he won't smoke, but got exhausted from the intake. Better slow it down, you should break. Before you break, better cool it down. You can get baked for the cake. And y'all panicking. I'm chill, cause I carry steel like a mannequin. When I'm in the field, know the deal when I handle it. I be pulling strings, spinning wheels. Oh, he thought he had plans till I canceled it. Always unfazed by the things that I'm faced with.
What's up, YouTube?
That's why they try to change my placement. That's a bet.
Host, the King Shadow. Here for another one of No Excuse Reactions. Now, this is a little compilation. I kind of want to say, not a for example compilation, but it's more of a this is what's going to happen now compilation, okay? And like, you know, it's just, I got 3 short clips we're going to do on this thing, and we're going to dissect it, okay? So let's get into it.
You guys
Did you really come back with 2 separate checks?
Yeah, that's what I was asking you.
You're really gonna make me pay?
You gonna get some ass?
No.
Well, anyways, man, here goes 2. She's not gonna give me what? No ass. That's crazy.
Man.
Wait.
Are you?
I'm gonna pay the 15.
$42.74.
Show a kneecap.
Show a kneecap.
Fuck you.
See, that's your problem. You don't want to. That's your problem.
Nah,
He's
yo.
really making me pay, you guys.
Hey, how you get home?
You're fucking taking me home. You're taking me home.
You got gas?
No.
You wanna give that to the ride?
No. You're taking me home.
I think you heat up the food.
All right, guys.
Alright, this one was fucking hilarious to me. Did you see that? Okay. Let's dissect this bitch. Okay. Girls are gonna see a lot more of this, even if the nigga's a bummy nigga. You put me, you gonna see a lot more of this, cause now motherfuckers are really, really about their money. Okay, so this is probably not their first time going on a date and stuff, so he probably cashed out on that before. Okay, now he's scruffy as fuck, bitch. Like, yo, you really think this nigga had a lot of cash on him? You really think this nigga had a lot of cash on him? Nigga wearing a Daffy Duck, Bugs Bunny, Looney Tunes t-shirt like he fucking 8 years old. Nigga, scruffy beard, scruffy hair, you feel me? It's like, yo, my nigga, you don't even come out presentable. You eating in a restaurant, you're not even presentable to eat in a restaurant, my nigga. Like, you don't even look A-okay. You look like you just rolled out of bed and like, hey, let's go eat. So that's one. Why you going on a date with a nigga like that? So obviously she been on a date with a nigga before he cashed out on her. It was like saying something date. Okay. Now y'all probably didn't peep because she was doing all the hissy fitting. But how you getting home? You gonna have your that ride? Your you want to say your dude? So obviously he had some animosity because she rolled up with another nigga who's waiting in the parking lot to see how this shit gonna pan out. You feel me? So you got either a lingerer or the real nigga giving you pipe out there, and you just using me for my free lunch. You feel me? So am I getting pussy? You know, am I getting pussy? Like no, then bitch, you paying for your bill. My shit was $15, okay? 5 on the liquor, 10 on the bill. You know, they had like scissors, Applebee's or something like that, you know, from TGI Fridays or something like that. So it wasn't that much expensive. But she went ham on it. You know what I mean? And her shit $42.50. Like, yo, bitch, you expensive. He dropped this 15 like, yo, I'm paying for my shit. And that's it. You taking me home? You got gas, bitch? Like, shit. Like, this is supposed to go entirely different. This is the third time we meeting up. It's supposed to go entirely different now. I see you roll up with this nigga instead of me coming to pick you up. So what the fuck? I kind of understand where this man's coming from, but there's a flip side to it. You feel me? That nigga was probably look at the nigga. He probably didn't have it, and you expect him to get all this extra shit out of a nigga and have a nigga waiting in the car for what you use that nigga to dip off for him. And so he came with the question up quick, you know, during the conversation while he's eating and shit. It's like, so, you know, am I getting in? You feel me? Are we going somewhere with this? What we doing with this? You feel me? Are we going to your place or mine after this? What you mean? Like, what? I ain't getting that after this? You feel me? Home dinner and all that? Like, no. Oh. Okay. Check, please. This ain't his first rodeo. You feel me? He had to signal with the my nigga he had to signal with the waiter. You feel me? Like, hey. You know what I mean? Like, 2, please, check, please. You feel me? He had exit strategy. He had the exit strategy ready. She was not ready for that. But a lot more girls gonna see a lot more of that, you feel me? Just on the fact that, you feel me, a lot of guys are done paying for you bitches, you feel me? And getting nothing out of it. Not even quality time. Okay? Guys just keeps cashing out in the hopes and dreams of pussy. There's real ones, we ain't gonna do that. I'm not saying that nigga was a real one, but I'm just saying the real ones, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna cash out for pussy. It's either you give it or get the fuck on. You feel me? Pussy is dime a dozen. Personality, a good personality. Someone I would like to be around. Someone I like to hold on to. Someone I just can sit and talk to. You feel me? We talk back and forth to. That is valuable for a nigga. Someone I can relax with is valuable for a nigga. Pussy dime a dozen. For the real ones, pussy dime a dozen. You feel me? We got the dollars. You feel me? We got the charisma. We got the good looks. You feel me? Over 6 feet tall. Everything you bitches want. We got it. So pussy is not a problem. But the personality, that's an issue. Some of you bitches are crazy and just don't know that you are. No accountability. No psychological help. But it's true on the men's side too. You gotta be men. Yo. You in a restaurant looking like you her son. Like, I don't know how she looked, but like, shit, my nigga. You dressed like a kid, my nigga. You in a restaurant dressing like a kid, nigga. You supposed to go in a restaurant with your bitch looking like you could pick up another bitch coming out that shit, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you, but nigga? At least shave, motherfucker. Let's get on to this next clip.
Third.
Women be out here creating super niggas in their mind. They don't even be looking at the niggas right in front of them. That's the difference between men and women. We see who here.
Yeah.
Right? Women out here think it's a unicorn nigga with long dick and a lot of money in a weekend house, and this nigga write poetry and draw and get a thug and fight and lift weights and don't eat pork. You crazy?
They're fantasy thinkers.
You gonna meet this nigga with a lace front on? Okay, I'm tripping though.
What he said?
Delusional.
They want
Carlos. This nigga Carlos. Spitting the facts. But it's the truth though. I already said this shit before in I think in my 4th, 5th video. I already said this shit before. Girls do 2 things. They're looking for that unicorn nigga, that make-believe Prince Charming that ain't around, you feel me? That'll never be around, that don't fucking exist, you feel me? Or they'll make them a Frankenstein nigga, you feel me? And create themselves a monster. You feel me? You take a piece from this nigga, 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 and you try to get this oh, know nothing nigga and mold them into what you think these niggas had the good qualities of. And then you make a fucking monster who don't want to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Or you look for that motherfucking Prince Charming, that unicorn nigga that got everything on top of the list. You looking for that shit, you ain't gonna find it. If you keep looking for that shit, every relationship you have is gonna be disappointing. It's negative thinking. You don't know what you want. Cause I can tell you as a fact, now all girls want that big dick nigga to rip their walls apart. You feel me? Some girls are timid downstairs, you feel me? Some little surfaces. Yeah, you feel me? So when you put the whole 9, 10, 12, 11 up in there, you know what I mean? They ain't getting the whole pipe, you feel me? We only give you half just cause that's all there is in there. You feel like Eddie Griffin is the ovary buster. You gotta knock your back wall all the way the fuck down, nigga. Some girls don't want that shit to happen. So, you get what I'm saying? So, you gotta understand what you fucking want. Understand yourself before you looking for something else. To understand yourself is to know what you're missing and what compliments you. So if you're really an independent woman, a functional bitch, then what will compliment you is a functional nigga. An actual nigga that's independently doing his own shit, progressing to do something more, that wants to thrive, got a little hustle in the system. You feel me? And hustle goes more ways. You feel me? If that nigga's a book learner and he's like a nuclear physicist, then nigga, that hustle's all up here. It doesn't look like he's running around doing all this shit, but if he can think it, nigga can make it. You feel me? Cause that's where the main hustle starts at, in the head. So, Carlos got that shit on point. You're funny as fuck. Let's keep watching.
This nigga with a lace front on. Okay, I'm tripping though.
What he said?
Delusional.
They want that nigga have everything.
But this is what's
Everything. They want everything. Can't have everything, baby.
All right, so let's bring it back to the basics. What is the art of being submissive? First step is get with somebody who wants what you have to offer. I think love and submission is a tailored fit. It's not a one size fits all. So I can only tell you what it means to me. Now for me, it's complete selflessness. I am satisfied in serving. I'm a servant, and I watched my mother serve all my life, and it was rain, sleet, or slow. I think we talked about this on the phone. My mother's love for my father wasn't conditional.
Wow.
It's not my responsibility, but it's your joy. It is my joy. I love to see him eating the meal that I cooked. I love seeing him sleep easy. Like every night, like clockwork, I scratch this man's back to sleep.
Wow.
And I know when he's asleep because I can tell when his breathing changes.
Wow.
And some people might think that's psychotic, but that's like, I just know that's when I'm like, oh, I can stop.
Young, single, bitter women think that's psychotic.
Your rest. And it
Probably should have let it go on a little bit longer, but you heard her how she said that shit. Like, she's a modern woman that's like reformed now. Basically what the tagline says. She's a modern woman reformed. Okay, her name is Jasmine or Jazzy or whatever. And the other girl's named Booty. By the names alone, you can tell. But so the Jasmine chick, the one Latina chick talking right now, you heard her upbringing and how she was with her dad and shit. And that's how she translate her love to her companion, her loved one. Okay? That's how her love language was established. You know what I'm saying? The girls that like to talk about the love language, that's how her love language was established. She saw that her mom did that shit, selflessly took care of her dad. Every time he came home from work, she did the same thing. That's how she knew how to show love to the man that's actually out there busting his ass. And so now she got her a rich dude and she's showing him that shit. That nigga ain't gonna let her go anytime soon unless the pussy whack. You know what I mean? Yeah. We'll see. But on that alone, like that's different. You feel me? A lot of you girls need to take that into consideration of your upbringing. If you saw your mama getting treated a certain way and she was doing a certain thing, and then you expect that same shit, did it work out well for your mama? Cause it sound like her mama still with her dad works out for her. You feel me? So did it work out well for your mama? If it didn't work well, don't do the same shit. If your parents are still together and still happy, do exactly what the fuck they did. You know what I'm saying? The proof's in the pudding out there. You see it already. The happy ones and the unhappy ones. The ones that's bouncing, and the ones that actually holding it down. You see it. What are you going to do? But let's continue. She sounds like she might be a good conversation.
Dang.
The power of knowing that you have the power to make someone's day better. And that's a choice and easier. Yes, better and easier. That's a choice that you have to make. I always make the choice to do it. I like to give. I like to allow my person to lead. I think of relationships and submission and being submissive is like, it's like an 8 count. Know that dance. You better know that 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, dishes clean. 2, laundry. 3, if you have a long day and you fight in the world, you would never come back and fight me. You would never come back and walk into a space that is not welcoming you. Mm-hmm. You know?
Do you think that this is controversial in some capacity?
In 2022 it is.
To some, it could be enabling. You know, and someone told me one time, they're like, you're enabling him.
Wow.
And I told him how that made me feel, and he was like, of course they're going to say that. They don't have nobody doing that for them.
That's the...
Hey, yo, this girl go, like, do you hear this shit? Like, ladies, you need to listen right here. Okay? She telling you the code of a good relationship. You got to know that dance. Okay? You got to know that dance. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. You feel me? Get on your tippy toes. Know that dance, and then like you feel you. As she just said, you feel me? No man's gonna come home trying to fight with you after he done been fighting with the world. Gonna come home trying to fight with you when you making the home comfortable, relaxing, and inviting to come home to. If nigga come home with all that, you ain't shit, nigga. Let me smell your dick. You know, if we coming home to all this weird shit, then like, you're gonna get some gub. You're gonna get get the fuck back. Like, that's where arguments and the bullshit in the relationships happen. You feel? Girl, your main part is the nesting part, okay? You're supposed to make that shit feel comfortable to come home to. You know? She's spilling game. Righteous game for y'all. Let's keep going. And yes, in this day and age, it's controversial as fuck is what she's saying, because all them independent girls don't know that shit. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie, I ran into a lot of girls that don't know how to fucking clean, barely know how to fucking cook. You know, bitch can burn top ramen noodles. Okay? Barely know how to fucking cook, barely wash your ass. Okay? Smelling like all kinds of hot garbage. There's a lot of y'all out there. You feel me? But yeah, you want a nigga to cash out on you. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. As you guys try to step that game, gotta step that game up. You ladies gotta step your game up. You feel me? You gotta move with more presence. You feel me? You gotta move like you actually are the prize. Because when you're virgins, untouched by the world, and you're ready to be snatched up, and you're grown in your mind and shit, you are entirely a prize for a man when you're like that. But when you get bust out your rapper, when that Hyman bust out your rapper, okay? When you get bust out your rapper, we're gonna talk like motherfucking collectibles here, okay? like toy collectibles, okay? When you get bust out your rapper, okay, you're no longer pristine. You're no longer the prize. Your value goes down. Now you've been played with. Your value goes down. Now you've been scarred. Your value goes down. Oh shit! Now you've been stained on. Your value goes down. Stepped on. Your value goes down. You have a couple kids with random motherfuckers. Value goes down. Now you got extra pieces to your figure that shouldn't have been there. Value goes down. You get what I'm saying? At a certain point, you are the prize, but then your rapper got bust the fuck open early. And you keep letting that shit get bust the fuck open. And you keep getting used. You keep wanting to get used. And then expect someone to fully take that prize value. Would you? Would you take the used nigga? Would you take that nigga? If you had this dude, now let me throw the hypothetical out for you before we get back to it. You had this dude, okay, and he's fucking with you, and he's fucking with the bitch up the street. He's fucking with your cousin Shirley down the corner. You feel me? And as allegedly he has 2 babies from 2 other bitches in 2 different cities. But he wants you to take him as a full-on loyal nigga, and he's the prize. Should you take that? You gotta make it make sense. Let's keep going, cause she's throwing the good shit.
How did it make you feel? It made me feel like maybe I am, but at the same time, that's my love.
Boom.
So if you don't understand it, you know, it's not. I'm not loving on you for you to get it. That's how I love, and whoever I love is gonna get that benefit.
Yes.
There was a time
She's
where,
very feminine.
You know, women needed men for everything.
Hey, yo, I'm shocked and amazed at this chick. Okay, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. The vacuum chamber. Okay, your circle, your vacuum circle. Okay. A lot of girls don't understand it or even think about it, but if you're in a relationship and you're talking to your friends about the relationship and shit like that, if your friend has never been in a long-term relationship, never been married, they single as fuck, okay, they have no fucking advice for you, okay? And then nowadays, you feel me, it even goes even further than that, okay? If you and your friend is like, okay, you are heterosexual, your friend's lesbian or gay, okay, they can't really give you proper advice on relationships. Those borderline liners. Because it's different dynamics. Different dynamics. Gay people move in different dynamics than regular straight people. There's some of the mindset of a relationship is there. Some of the mindset of the processes of the relationship is still there. But the dynamics is entirely different because it's 2 of the same things going at the same time. Okay? It's not 2 different, entirely different creatures trying to mesh together. You feel me? It's entirely different. So that kind of advice ain't gonna help you at fucking all. Okay? And then, if you talking to a single, heterosexual, single one, you feel me? if it's a female, they're more likely going to give you bad information because they don't have anything decent themselves. They don't know how their own shit works. Okay? And if it's a dude, I'm sorry, but if a female has a dude as a friend, that dude's going to give you bad information, period. Just because he wants to get in that ass, especially if he's single. Now, if he's married and you up there talking with him and his wife, they may give you some proper information to keep your shit going like they got their shit going. You feel me? But even then, that's iffy. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be careful on the vacuum and the circle you have around you. You feel me? The people you have around you can affect you in so many ways. You feel me? So I'm kind of interested how she done took that shit. You feel me? She took the male giving her negative advice about her relationship, like you enabling them out. Like, no, what the fuck? She's not. She's taking care of her love like she wants to. You feel me? You just mad you ain't got nobody catering to your needs like that nigga. You feel me? Be saucy, be jelly. You feel me? Wear your jellies and get to kicking. Let's keep going. Keep going.
We couldn't even open up a bank account, you know? And now it's like women are really in their bag where they're like, I have my own business. I'm doing this. I don't need a man for nothing. Like basically, like, can I be frank? Like I don't need a nigga for shit. I don't, you know? And I can say those words, but I want one.
So my brain wants to understand the exchange here. Because,
know,
and this could be,
it's
it's not, no, you're doing great. But because I told you, I'm gonna ask a bunch of stupid questions.
Yeah.
Because this dynamic, I think, like my
She's
relationship
modern.
with my partner is very egalitarian, like we're equals. Like I don't ever feel like I'm giving for the sake of giving and I'm not receiving for the sake of receiving. I'm receiving being like, well, I deserve this, and I'm giving being like, you deserve this. So there's that exchange happening.
So you speak on, you're like, you tell him the things that you need?
Yeah,
And the things that you feel like you deserve, you'll say that?
100%.
So, Boo Boo. Booty, that's the girl's name. Booty. She better have an ass on her or something like with that kind of name, Booty. Anyways, so Booty says she's at equal partnership with her dude. Okay. So let me quantify this for you. The other girl, dude's probably cashing out. She really got to worry about shit but take care of this nigga. Okay. And Booty, she's on, I got these bills, you got these bills. She's on the equal level shit, you feel me? I got this month, you got next month. You feel me? She's on that equal stride shit. So when she's feeling like this nigga need to pick up over here, and she likes to verbalize that shit, you feel me? It's more the modern woman right there, okay? Want to verbalize a little bit too much sometimes, you know what I mean? But it's understandable because there's a lot of niggas that needs to kick in the pants because you niggas ain't really doing much, you know what I mean? You're sitting there playing video games, really ain't doing nothing with your life. I ain't gonna lie, I was like that too, but I was still hustling on the side and still doing my business. I was still making money while I was sitting there playing the game, live streaming. You feel me? Probably still got some live streams on this channel. Okay? So, as I'm saying, hustle's all in the person. You feel me? It's all up here. But with what Booty was saying is, she likes to come out and just say what she wants to a motherfucker instead of having to do the mind reading. Okay? It's okay. But when you over-vocalize and then you ask too much, that's when you get problematic. This Jasmine, she done picked up on that real quick. You feel me? Like, and how you work out with that? You feel me? You ask for what you want. That works out for you. Are you sure? So let's see what Booty answers on that. But I'm pretty sure it gets problematic sometimes, and the nigga has to accept it because he actually cares. You know what I mean? And sometimes, you know, we do that, guys. Accept that shit, yo extra mouth, and we don't just knock it out. You feel me? Like they would back in the day. Like, hey, shut up. We wouldn't do that. You know, we can't respect you even more. But then you took that and turned it. We gave you more respect and adulation, and you gave us more hate and disappointment. So, let's hear what you
Feel like if you tell him the things that you need,
Yep,
and the things that you feel like you deserve, you'll say that.
100%.
How will you say that?
I need you to step up in these areas. I need to not worry about this. I need to be able to take my brain off this thing. I need more affection. I need more love. If we're gonna be sexual, here's the things that I need to like feel more sexual. And in return, I invite that. Like,
Yeah.
So we have a lot of conversations.
How does he receive it well?
Good question, Jasmine.
I think everybody has a problem with being told
That means
they're
no.
not doing enough, because we always go to like, well, I'm already doing X, Y, and Z. So I think that there can be, I wouldn't say that he's always arms wide open, but he always adjusts. But so I guess when I'm listening to your relationship style, I'm like, if we kind of broke it down into like to-dos specifically, like what does a submissive woman do for her man?
What I tell you? Does he always receive that well? Fuck no! You asking for too much, bitch. What's wrong with you? You feel me? Then you gotta come to a consensus. You feel me? It's like two lawyers delegating a situation in a relationship. And that shit gets problematic, and too much problematic shit eventually breaks it up. Okay? But if one's following the other one's lead, you feel me? One got the plan and the path to actually make everybody's life better, and the other one's like, okay, I'm riding with you. Let's do this shit together. That can go both ways nowadays. You feel me? Females got like, you know, many avenues to go to get a whole lot of money. You feel me? Many avenues. You feel me? Especially if they're beautiful. You feel me? They're beautiful. They can dance. They can sing. You feel me? Let's get you in it. You know what I mean? She can act or something, you know what I mean? There's tons of stuff that the girl can make a promising career in. You know what I mean? But there's also tons of stuff that's gonna break her doing that shit. And then what's your fallback? Your fallback is the person that's with you. Yo, nigga. Same for the niggas, you feel me? Niggas trying to start a business and shit, and then he fucks up with a piece of paperwork and the IRS snatches his shit. And now he has to start from scratch with no dough. Who are you gonna fall back on? His main thing, his one. Cause she was there when he had it. Fall right back to it. That's all it is. So, yeah. Yeah, let's keep going.
Everything.
What does that mean?
You know, like packing his bag, unpacking his bag, just making sure all the things that he wants. And like, I pretty much read his mind. So it's like, if I know you and I study you, like I know how you are in the morning, I know how you are about midday, I know when you're in this mood, what you need. Like before you can ever ask me for something, I'm already on it. I mean, he's spoiled. And you know, when I talk to my girlfriends about it, they're always like, oh, how you guys doing? And I'm just like, girl, he's rotten. I'm like, he's spoiled rotten. Like, he's rotten. But I love that. Like, I want him to be that. I think my biggest flex is how I treat my man. You know what I mean? And my biggest flex should be how I treat myself.
She been listening to Kevin
It's
Samuels.
kind of fucked up. It's kind of messed up.
What are you getting from all that you're giving? What are you asking for in return?
You know what's interesting? And you saw my reaction when I was like, you say that? You asked for that? You know what I mean? I think that I have gotten better at saying the things that I need, but if I don't get it the first time, I don't like to say it again.
So would you do what you're doing for a broke dude?
What
Hell no.
Requires your financial support as well.
No.
Nope.
I mean, I think to be broke, you can be
Still a great lover, still very romantic, still very emotionally supportive. But I'm just like asking.
I wouldn't even know that. I wouldn't even know that he's all those things. Because I think there's a lot of people who are financially stable who are broke-minded, and I can't get down with that either.
So let me just clarify the question. What are the requirements from a man to bring to Jazzy in order to get this level of love from you?
I think it's how you make me feel. I have to feel safe with you emotionally. You have to excite me. I need edge. So all this cute, soft shit that I need him to be emotionally this, I do need that. But I also need some edge. And I also need a
Rich
man
guy with
that
edge.
is like, you know, like I am a submissive. So like in a way, my love language in sex is like I like for you to tell me what to do.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's like just sit
Masculinity.
down somewhere. It's like, oh shit. What I do? Let me sit down,
Yeah.
you know. But it's like someone who is a very, you know, you can be emotional and be soft and things like that. But I still need you to have a little sprinkle of that edge.
Do you need an alpha male?
Yes, only.
This is why men and
Okay, and that's the end of that part right there. This is gonna be the end of the video. But as y'all heard, okay, you got two different spectrums right there, okay? Now I told you already earlier that I judged her right. I judged Jasmine right, you feel me? She would have do this wealthfully endowed, okay? Whatever she asked for, no problem, baby, it's yours. You feel me? But she reciprocates by keeping the home straight, keeping this nigga comfortable, giving him whatever he wants in the bed. You feel me? Like, come here and get on this dick. And she's like, yes, daddy. You feel me? Straight up, giving him everything he needs. So he would do the same for her. That's how that's fucking supposed to go. If you want a nigga to cash out everything for you, you gotta be that one. You feel me? You gotta damn near be that servant for that nigga. You feel me? Because literally, what good are you if other than that? I'm not saying it to be mean, but I'm just saying, if you want the nigga to splurge and do all this shit on you, you must have the qualities. I do mean the qualities. It's not monetary qualities. No, the qualities, the abilities of a woman to make this nigga feel that he should splurge on you. It's not because you're just pretty. It's not because you fuck him. No. You heard this chick. She spelt it out for you. That's how you keep a nigga with the dough around. You feel me? Clean up. You know what I mean? Make this nigga some food. Cater to this nigga. Rub nigga's shoulders. You feel me? You good? How's it been? Make it comfortable for that nigga to come back to you instead of you bitching. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, she laced the game for all you gold diggers. You feel me? Those are the skills you need to improve on. You need to learn her love language. You feel me? If you want that gold to be digging on, you need to learn with her shovel, okay? Because she got a real good shovel with diamond tip encrusted with initials in that bitch. Like, this is mine. Like, you know what I mean? She good with it. Like, for real. And you heard the other girl. Booty! You feel me? She got their usual relationship. That's an average relationship, okay? Where you got the equality. You know, you paying your bills, I'm paying my bills. You can help each other here and there and shit like that. Dude. That's the equality bullshit, okay? Now, with that one, you feel me? It's back and forth, back and forth. You going this way and you going this way. The only way that works is if you're not in competition. The only way that shit works, you're not in competition with each other. You feel me? I like this. Can I get that from you? Hell yeah. I like this. Can I get that from you? Hell yeah. Consensus. Let's do it. That's more of a relationship she says she has. But obviously, just like with all girls, sometimes she goes a little overboard. Asks for a little bit too much. It's like, hold on now. I'm doing this. I ain't got enough of that. And then it becomes an argument. Then they have to go on ahead and get through that little fight, have the makeup sex, and actually talk it over. And then be like, okay, I am being a little foolish asking for this. So can we postpone this and do this and this? You feel me? You work things out together. You talk it over and get things situated and be like, okay, we can progress forward with this. But even then, that's a queen working with the king, not against the king. You know what I mean? And he just being more understanding with her. You feel me? Allowing her to be that independent woman. So he sits there and tolerates some of the shit and talks it over with her. Now, I do that too. You feel me? I say this all the time in my relationships. You feel me? Proper communication. And things go good. You feel me? As long as you don't lie to me, tell me everything, things can go okay. You feel me? And depending on how our relationship is, you feel me? I might not give a fuck. As long as I'm getting my cut too. You know what I'm saying? It's all about proper communications with your counterparts. You feel me? If you go and take the man's lead, then take the man's lead. But if you have issues and shit, you know, speak up the issues and niggas. You gotta be understanding. Like, you know, okay, I hear you. You gotta be logical with the shit. You know what I mean? And females, gotta be logical with the shit. Stop being greedy. Stop being materialistic. Look for more in life and look ahead. Stop just being just in the now. Because being just in the now, you don't see the hill that you're falling into. You don't see the crevice you about to jump into like the dodo. You know what I'm saying? But these are some good clips. You feel me? Good example. So, like and subscribe. Share it. You know what I'm saying? Alright, y'all.